Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And it's going to be a hot one out there, Singy. Temperatures in the 90s right now around first pitch.
Yeah, Boog, some guys love this heat. They feel like there's no fear attacking the baseball. Don't have to worry about cold days and getting jammed. But I tell you what, for me, it was always about hydration because I could cramp up. And you have to make sure that you stay up on your fluids. And it's not just when the game starts. This is something that you have to do days in advance if you're someone that's prone to cramping.
It's the New York Yankees going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Chris Sale. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Albies over to first in time. And an easy out to start the game. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And the throw to third. 2 outs, base is empty. Judge rips that one. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back at Truist Park. And today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Cole, a 6'4" righty, 220 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Out towards right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. And there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. One down, base is empty. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. And a base hit into right center field.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's Austin Riley. That misses.
Ball 1.
And that is ball 1. Kicks and deals. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next pitch misses outside. 2-1. Profar, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back-to-back singles. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
2 on, 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's the pitch to Olson. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 out. Runners at first and second. In there. Got him looking for the K. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. The first one to Ozuna is fouled off to the right. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Pitch
1
misses.
ball,
Now
2
1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Atlanta, here comes Cody Bellinger. Sale back to work. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Sale, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Check swing called strike. 1-2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity.
Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw into second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Second inning here, no score. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And it's 1-2. Line drive. Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Austin Wells digs in now. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And now it's even up.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The 1-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fouls it off, still 1-2. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. The Yanks lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that skips in the dirt.
1-1.
High in the air, out to right. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So here's Murphy now. That one the other way. To first,
Oh.
2 away. Here's Jared Kelenic. That catches the corner. Next offering
that's too high.
upstairs. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses,
balls,
and
1
the count is 3-1. He swings and fouls one off. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Orlando Arcia now at the plate as he swings through
0-1.
strike 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That misses the
ball, 1
zone,
strike.
and now it's even 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Cole a check to first,
He's
and he
good.
dives back in safely. On the ground, and it gets by him.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Kelenic on second. Arcia at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball,
Great
2 strikes.
velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. Cole maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that's downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, and he just misses.
Right through there for a strike. Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing at a ground ball and foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Inside, just missed. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Harris makes the catch, and there's one gone. Oswaldo Cabrera getting ready to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now at the plate, Anthony Volpe grounded out his first time up. Just missed. And that's a little bit high. 2-0. And another ball. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one's in there. 2-1 now.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Aaron Judge hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Aaron Judge at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
2 on, 2 outs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Aaron Judge leaves the yard. And this game is tied. It's 3-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run. Over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Here's Cody Bellinger, and that's outside, and it's 1-0.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Next offering is down low. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said? And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Just missed. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. The 1-0. That smash towards center. Harris racing over to make the catch. Yankees with a 3-run shot. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here is Matt Olson. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Puts it away for the out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that misses. And that's ball one. Tied up here in the early going. Hit on the ground to short. Over to Goldie. And that quickly 2 away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. That's towards center. Bellinger should have this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Austin Wells. There's the strike.
0-1.
Little chopper rolls foul. Outside low. Gonna count 1 and 2. And the slider just misses.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And there's a ball. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Pretty interesting pitch sequence in that at bat. Instead of attacking with the fastball early in the count to get ahead, it was all off speed until the very last pitch to put him away. And pretty impressive to have the fastball command right when you need it. He just kind of kept it in his pocket until he wanted to blow him away.
Paul Goldschmidt now 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed. Goldie, a member of the 2000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that's off the inside edge. And the count now 2-0. And Sale deals. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball. To third, Riley. Tosses to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-2 to count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Off the mark there. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Kelnick makes the play, and it's out number 3. Through 3.5, we're all even, 3 apiece. Bottom 4, now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. Foul ball there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
3-2.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Kelnick swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Kelnick checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Swing and a ball hammered right field, going back on his way, gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. He shoots one out to right, and the Braves have the lead now. It's 4-3.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Arcia, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.